This morning, we are spotlighting the unanswered questions left in the case of Harmony Montgomery. Her father, Adam Montgomery, was sentenced to spend 56 years to life in prison for murdering her and hiding her remains. Her remains have still yet to be located. And the adoptive parents of Harmony's brother, Jamison, spoke out at sentencing.
Never forget the day that we told Jamison that Harmony was in heaven. He's a very active kid. And that day, he just stopped and he held us and he said, "No, I need my big sister." Why?
Jamison has constantly asked us, "Where's Harmony?" Recently, he once was struggling to go to bed. He looked off into the shadows of his closet and said, "Is that Harmony there?" Looking back at me. These are no questions for a little boy to be asking.
I want to bring in a very special guest now, the adoptive father of Harmony's brother, Jamison, and friend of the show, Blair Miller. Blair, great to see you, and bravo to you. You and Jonathan rock. What a beautiful job you did yesterday. And when we were on the show around this time of the morning yesterday, and your husband Jonathan was with us, it was a big question mark whether you guys were going to get to speak, because the prosecutor's office was saying no, trying to silence you. Let's start there if we can, please, Blair. What changed when you guys got to the courtroom yesterday and then were afforded the chance to speak? Thank goodness.
Well, and as you know, you and so many people watching this show got behind this effort for us to speak on behalf of Jamison. We're so thankful for that, and I believe that made a difference. We have a number of state leaders who were involved in that as well, and also hearing those calls. So when we got to the courthouse, we didn't know if we'd be talking or what would be happening. And what there was some meetings going on in the court, in the judge's chambers, and then the attorneys came out and said, "We want to talk to you." And we talked to them, and they said the defense was against us, had some issues with us speaking, and over Jamison being considered the next of kin, which bothered us. And they were trying to allow that if we spoke, Adam Montgomery could get up and walk out. And so the attorneys were preparing us, saying, "You're going to speak. The judge wants to hear from you, but just be prepared. Adam Montgomery could walk out if the judge allows it." And for us, that was, the optics of that would have concerned us, obviously, and we didn't want that to happen. Our purpose in being there was to pass on Jamison's words directly to Adam Montgomery. That has been very important to us and important to him. And so the judge, we got back in the courtroom, the judge basically said Adam's going to have to stay there and listen to that, which is exactly what we wanted. And we applaud the judge for making that decision and applaud the Attorney General's office for pushing for that.
Yes, most definitely, Blair. Everyone was thrilled to see you afforded that chance to speak. And you and Jonathan spoke so beautifully. It was so moving. It was perfect. And I want to ask you, because although I think it was perfect, I couldn't have said it any better. Is there anything when you left, you thought to yourself, "Oh, I wish I would have said this," or "I wish I would have said that"? Just wanted to kind of give you a chance this morning, if there's anything at all you'd add to it.
I wish Adam could have seen us face to face, right across from us. You know, that when he walked in that room, you know, the air in our chest just kind of went out, and it was just heavy, you know, feeling that. And so, you know, Jonathan and I walked out of there yesterday, and we both said that went the exact way it should go. And we said everything that, you know, Jamison one day is going to look back and hopefully say, "My dads are fighting for me. My dads are fighting for Harmony." And hopefully we did what, you know, he wants, and hopefully he looks back on that and it provides some kind of peace. I mean, I certainly don't expect it to provide all peace, but hopefully it gives him some kind of peace. But I don't think we would have said anything differently. It's in a moment of, you know, comic relief when things were so heavy yesterday. I said to Jonathan last night, I said, you know, I looked over at him one moment in the courtroom as we were kind of listening to things, and I saw him scribbling out a couple things. Here we are, we've been planning these words for a long, long time, and he had some last minute thoughts, and he was scribbling them out. And I just thought that was so sweet, you know, that, you know, he was thinking of some things he wanted to change and all to just make sure it was just right.
Right, and that just shows how much you both care, really. Blair, tell me, we know the prosecutor's office was willing to reduce the recommendation to 35 years if Adam Montgomery would have been willing to send investigators to the area where Harmony's remains are. How would you have reacted if Adam Montgomery would have accepted that offer?
I guess that was, I didn't really even think that was going to be an issue because, I mean, I just would have been stunned if he even uttered a word. So honestly, it just, for me, it wasn't even, I wasn't even to that point of, oh gosh, what does this mean? It was more about, you know, he's not going to say anything. He's not going to do anything. This, you know, and so I really didn't think much about that. And so I didn't give it much more thought. I mean, obviously we want to find Harmony. And that would have been a whole secondary, I guess, thought on that. But I appreciated them trying to give one last effort to find some information and give him that opportunity. The consequences of that, I didn't give that too much weight because in that 10 seconds or 15 seconds of silence, that's exactly what I expected.
Sure. And we know the public defender's office, who's been representing Adam Montgomery, called it a stunt by the state. Did you think that was unfair? No, I don't think it's unfair because I think everybody just wants to find Harmony. And I mean, Adam has admitted some guilt in this. Whether, you know, their argument yesterday was, well, he claims his innocence on some of this. But he's also claimed his guilt in some of this too, if they're going to look at it that way. So he obviously knows something if they want to play it that way. But no, I mean, I wasn't terribly surprised by that. And I mean, look, they're representing him. I understand how the justice system works. And they have to say something. Right, sure, Blair. Tell us, please, I know you and Jonathan are hard at work. Everyone got to see that press conference. It was wonderful seeing all of the efforts you're doing. I know that you're not done. This is far from over for you and your family. So give us a little bit of a preview of what's coming next for you in the advocacy work that you and Jonathan are doing.
Well, this needed to happen, and we wanted to get this behind us. This has been, this part of things, the legal aspects of things, we need this to happen. For us, that's been very painful, and that, you know, for everyone, it's been very painful. It seems like every few months there's some kind of bomb that just blows up and opens this case wide open. And so we're glad this part is behind us, behind Jamison, behind other people in the family. For us, the biggest thing long range has been, okay, so what's being done to change this, to prevent this from happening again? And as we pointed out yesterday, we can all be up in arms, and you and I have talked a lot about this. You know, we can talk to the governor's office in New Hampshire, we can talk to the governor in Massachusetts, and we're doing that. We can talk to lawmakers, but until change happens, you know, I feel like that's still part of our calling. You know, as we said yesterday, we're trying to figure out how to lean on God to deal with this for Jamison as a family. But I also believe this is part of our calling now of what are we going to do to make sure this doesn't happen to another child in another part of the country.
You are advocates, that is for sure. And I know you're going to continue advocating so brilliantly as you have already. Blair, as I'm letting you go and thanking you and saying goodbye, little breaking news for everyone who's fallen in love with Jamison. They're going to want to hear that he has been named Student of the Month at his school. So congrats to him.
He doesn't even know yet, so.
Oh, so yeah, well, there we go. We're going to break that news on Court TV here this morning because we love him and you so much.
You're
Blair
so
Miller,
sweet.
Thank you so much. Every good wish. We'll speak soon, okay?
Thank you, Julie.
Take care.